Being a single mom with 4 girls is awesome, but it is such a struggle. They're very accepting of the fact that when mom says no or she can't, they don't fight me over it. They just take it as it is. It almost feels like as much as you work, as hard as you work to be able to get your bills paid, there is still that huge gap of where you can't afford stuff. You can't afford fun stuff or even sometimes food.
In Mason County, there are about 40% of our residents who are struggling just to meet their basic needs. So transportation, food, housing, and they're working families. I think there's a misconception that a lot of people who come to food pantries are lazy, they're not working, and that's really not the truth. There are people who are working very, very hard and they just struggle to put food on the table.
I do work full-time, 40 hours, and it's a good job. Unfortunately, I was cut off of the assistance from the state because I made too much money. I was working overtime to pay the bills, but then that in turn cut me off. It almost forces me into deciding whether or not I want to get a second job. And I have grabbed applications and I just completely threw them away because I don't want to give up the extra time, the only time that I do have with them. And then my friend Nicole told me about this place. And when I came here and I paid the $10 and it was awesome, everything I needed, staples, meat, vegetables, fruits, everything I needed, books for the kids, everything I needed, it made my life so much easier to know that if my kids are out of milk or cereal, I can just come here and grab what I needed.
And we're able to offer more than just food. We're housed at the Lakeshore Resource Network, and because of our collaborative relationships, we're able to offer our members wraparound services and resources.
I think we realized there was a huge need in our community, not to feed entire families forever, but just to help them out when they got low on supplies. When we were in our meetings, we were giving estimates of how many families we thought this would help. And at several of them, I said, I think we're looking a little low here, you guys. I think you're going to get surprised. I believe we almost doubled what our original number was.
So on a monthly basis, we serve upwards of 550 households. And we think that partly it's because people feel good about coming in there. It's a grocery store experience that they're not getting at some of the other pantries. And we're also open 6 days a week.
We get to come in here and it's a private club. If I was bringing my kids to a food bank, that would be a horrible feeling for me. I never have. I've always gone by myself because I've been to food banks before and I've stood in the lines and had to push my box. And here you actually have a shopping cart and a frozen food section and a door that opens when you walk up to it. My kids call it our private club because you cannot come here unless you're a member. It has made me 100% confident that every single night when I'm cooking, I've got some kind of something to throw together. And it's all healthy stuff. It's not like junk.
It's one of those things, you know, where you always want to accomplish something good in your life. This is one of those things that I've always felt we needed in this community, and now we've got it.
Before I was coming to Food Club, I was stressing out, and now when I come to Food Club throughout, I don't really think so much about getting the second job because really the second job that I was going to get was for the food. I bring my kids in here and they get to meet awesome people and they get to know how it is to be around wonderful people. It's something that's changed my whole view towards Ludington, period.
We rely on the community to support what we're doing so that we can continue our mission. It does cost about $35 per household, and we've really looked to purchase things at the most economical price that we can find, really try to find the best deals, and we get those wholesale prices that you and I going to the store, you know, we're paying the retail prices. A person with dignity restored goes on to become a better person, and that's what we really hope, is that people come in here and they walk away a little bit better.
Eventually, I'm hoping I won't have to rely on the Lakeshore Food Club. I hope for that someday. I love you, Sarah, and I love the Lakeshore Food Club, but I don't want to have to always be here. I want the people that need it to be here. If there ever comes a chance where I have it, where I don't need it, I'm gonna give it. And I want my children to see that too, and I want them to do it too.